As easy as it might seem, keeping a profit and loss journal for all your funded accounts is quite a challenging task. If you're trading multiple accounts, knowing exactly the cumulative profit in your accounts is quite a difficult thing to do. You might say just get TradeZilla or TraderView. It's an online trading journal that you could just import all your trades in there and it will show you everything. That works great for one single account. I use TraderView for my stock account. However, with these multiple funded accounts with prop firms and so on, it becomes a very difficult thing to actually calculate. I'm going to show you guys what I came up with that's going to help me so I could see where I stand by end of the week. I could compare where I was on Monday versus where I'm at on Friday and see all my balances in a simple spreadsheet. This is going to help me, but it's also going to help you guys when I make these videos. I could show you exactly where I stand. So I'm going to make a daily recap. I'm going to try it this week to show you guys how I did and import the data into this spreadsheet. And I'm going to explain the spreadsheet right now. All right, so this is a very simple spreadsheet. I import everything manually and it just calculates the cumulative profit in my funded accounts. So it takes all my funded accounts, I import the data, the balances, and then I come up with the cumulative profit. What is the cumulative profit exactly? That is the profit I am able to eventually withdraw from my funded accounts. So it's anything above the initial balance or anything above the safety net if your account doesn't allow you to take out the safety net. Examples, Bullnox, TickTick. They do not allow you to take out the initial risk or the initial safety net. Therefore, the zero balance is on that account above the safety net. I'm going to kind of try to explain that a little bit more in a bit so you guys understand. And I've traded my funded accounts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days now. This is tomorrow, 8/16. Today's the 15th of August. I started these accounts, 2 of them on the 9th of August. So I have the starting profit per account here. So this is how much money I have in each account above the initial balance at the start of this day. Then the daily PnL, so how much money did I make per account that day. Then the starting balance and the ending balance. So these two are the most important things I care about. But to get these figures, I have to calculate how much money I made per account. We have the starting balance. So this is the overall cumulative balance in my funded accounts combined at the beginning of the trading day. And this is the same thing, but at the end of the trading day. So it adds the daily gain or the daily loss that I had from trading that day. And then I have the weekly gain and loss, which combines the overall PnL every single day and adds it all together. Last week, I had 3 funded accounts. I lost one, and I wasn't sure if I made money that week or if I lost money that week because I was up quite a lot on that funded account. I was up over $2,000 on that funded account, and I ended up losing it trading CPI by mistake, thinking I'm trading an evaluation. I ended up trading a funded account, 10 contracts during CPI news. I mean, that's just, trying to pass an evaluation. And I lost a funded account, didn't even know till a little bit later, right before the open, that I lost that account. So it was quite frustrating, but I didn't know exactly, did I lose money, did I make money? So I figured I need to find a way to keep track of these accounts. You guys could see that the starting profit per account keeps increasing every day because I've made money every single day on these accounts so far. And now I am up, after today, I am up $3,668 on one account and $2,368 on the second account. And then I know I'm getting 2 more fresh accounts tomorrow, so I already started putting that in. So tomorrow there will be 4 rows here instead of 2. And then my cumulative profit right now is $6,036 total in my funded accounts. Now, why does something like TradeZilla or TraderView not work for this purpose? Well, let me give you guys one example first. Let's say you have one single account, right? And let's say you blow it up. So you lost 2,500 because I'm going to give examples on the 50K account all the time. So you lost $2,500 worth of profit and you blew up that account. Then you start a new account and then you are up $2,500 on that account, the second account. So here you would have a $2,500 loss and a $2,500 gain. Therefore, it would say that you are break even on your accounts. But that's not the case. You are actually up $2,500 on a fresh account. right? So the other account that you blew up is gone, and then you have a new account, and now it's up. And that's what I want to keep track of, because to me, anything that's below the initial balance does not matter. If you have a 50K account, you have $2,500 worth of risk initially, right? From the first day. Anything below the initial balance of 50K, that all you are risking is what you paid for the evaluation and what you paid for the funded account, the actual activation fee. For my case, a lot of the 50K accounts are at 90% sale, and then I paid $85 a month for the activation, so it's $100 worth of risk initially. If I would lose that account initially on the first day or 2 days and not make any profit first, then I don't really feel like I lost $2,500. I lost only $100. But I keep a separate tab for the payments for the accounts. I have a separate bank account for the evaluations and the PA fees and all that stuff. So that's separate. But that's one example. I'm not sure if you got that. But let's give you guys an example with 3 accounts, right? Same thing. You have 3 accounts here, and let's say you lost this account. So let's say you wanted to see how much money you have total. So if you calculate all of these 3 together, it would say that you have $2,500 worth of profit, right? Because it's negative 2,500 plus 5,000, that's 2,500 total. But that is, again, not the case. You are actually up 5,000 because these 2 accounts are healthy. You are up 5,000. You'll be able to withdraw that 5,000 eventually. And this account is gone. So why should this account even matter? It does not matter. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, when do losses actually count? So let's take an example from one of my accounts. So this account is a 150K account. So technically I am up 153,668 on this account after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days or 5 days, whatever it is. So I have $5,000 worth of drawdown on this account at this point. My lowest account balance right now could be, let's just make this super even so it's easier to do the math. But let's say I would lose $4,000 tomorrow on this account. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen, but if it did happen, if I lose 4,000, I'm not putting in a $4,000 loss in the column on the daily PnL. I'm just putting in 3,500 because that's how much money I had in this account. And I keep forgetting to add the minus sign. That's how much money I had in this account. So that's the only money that matters, because this 3,500 in this account is technically mine if I just make it to the withdrawal. And that's where it becomes very confusing. But again, anything above the initial balance that you're able to withdraw is the only thing that matters in these accounts. So if you take a $4,000 loss, now your balance is at 149,500, right? So that's now the balance. Again, nothing matters under the initial balance, which is 150,000 in this account. So if the next day I only made 400, I don't care. I'm not even putting that in here. I basically didn't even trade that account that day. It doesn't count. This $400 is not going to count towards any profit because, again, I cannot take that money out. It's still under the initial balance. Now, if I made, let's say, $1,000 the day after, so I started at 149,500. I made $1,000. Now my balance is at 150,500. So now I would put in a $500 gain because I did make $500 on this account. Now $500 is withdrawable from this account eventually. Obviously, there's rules how you could withdraw and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if you keep trading this account, it could become withdrawable. And I've made some notes here that kind of breaks it down for me in case I get confused. But again, the starting profit is each account cumulative profit above the initial starting balance. So again, it's all the days combined. I traded that account, and that's the starting balance. That's something that you could see on your Apex's back page. And here I gave a couple more examples so you could read that as well. So again, if I have a 50K account, the first day I take a loss, that loss is not inputted. So that account is not going to be in here at all. So let's say tomorrow I do start 2 fresh accounts. If tomorrow I lose $500 per account, I'm not even putting that in here. If I lose those accounts, I'm not even putting that in here, even though technically at that point I would lose $100 worth of money. But again, that's where it would become very tricky. There's probably a way to do that, to calculate that, but for now, I'm not sure how I would do it. So if I do lose that account, it's not even getting put in here. So you guys could see that I'm not putting in the account numbers or anything like that because that does not matter. And that's where it becomes very confusing if you try to use TradeZilla or those different trading journals. And I've tried it that way before. I marked which account it was and so on. I tried to do a spreadsheets, and then once you lose the account, it all becomes very confusing. But here, it makes it super simple to know exactly how much money I have in my funded accounts. If I lose an account tomorrow, basically, let's say if I lost this account tomorrow, I would just subtract 2368, and then I would subtract it from the cumulative profit here, or whatever the ending balance for all the accounts combined, because I could lose 23 on one account and then make 2000 on the other account. But if I blow this account and I, let's say, lose 3000 with slippage, 25 is the most you could lose, but let's say you have slippage and you lose 3 grand, I'm still not putting in 3 grand in here. I'm just putting 2368 because that's how much money I have in this account, and that's how much money I could actually lose. I cannot lose more than that. All right, so I hope that explains it. So today my profit was 456 on one account and 459 on the other account. So today was a slower day, and so far on the week I am up $2,000 on the funded accounts. I've made progress on the valuations. Two are being activated tomorrow or for tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be trading 4 accounts. And if I trade 6 accounts, I'll be trading 6 accounts. And then if I go back to 4, then I have only 4 and it doesn't affect anything. Once I do take withdrawals from this spreadsheet, so let's say once one of these accounts gets to a withdrawal, I'll put a separate column here that, out of the cumulative profit, let's say 6,000. If I take out 4,000, then I'm gonna put in that the profit here is 2,000, but 4,000 was withdrawn. Okay, so I'll make a separate tab or something like that. But for now, this is going to be it. It's going to make it very easy for me to make an update every single day. You don't have to watch every single video. You'll be able to kind of just know where I stand. If you want me to, share this spreadsheet, I'll do that, no problem. But it's something that's very simple that you could just create yourself. And if you create it yourself, you will understand a little bit more because there's no formulas here. So everything's manual for now. So if I make, let's say I make 450 tomorrow here, 500, just to make the math easier. All right, so let's say I made 1950 tomorrow between the 4 accounts. So first I would calculate that here. So we'll calculate that. So I made 1950, and then this gets automated. So that's the only thing that's automated right now. And then the ending balance, this is what the ending balance would be. So at the end of tomorrow, if I made 1950, this would be the ending balance. I would update it here, and 7986, and that's where I would stand, right? So it's going to be very easy to keep track moving forward, and I hope this kind of explains it a little bit. Once I make new videos, so I'm gonna do a recap every single day this week. Today is Tuesday already, so tomorrow will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so at least 3 recaps this week. And then in each recap, I'll kind of go more into any questions I get about this spreadsheet, so that way I don't confuse you guys too much. But for now, I'm gonna sign off. Slow day today for me, $915 total, but hopefully we just keep steady. And then again, these accounts are not going to be withdrawn in this cycle, which begins today. So I have till September 5th to trade these accounts. So plenty of time to go. And yeah, hopefully we could get at least 5 accounts to a payout in September. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.